Farnborough International Airshow is the place to find out what's now and what's next in the aerospace industry, and I'm here at the GE Aerospace Pavilion with Chris Lorence, who is a Chief Engineer at GE Aerospace. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Very happy to be here.
It's a fantastic day, and the position you've got here overlooking the airfield with some of your military products on display is fantastic. Tell us what you're hoping to showcase to visitors at this year's show.
Sure, as you said, this is a great vantage point to see a lot of our great products. You know, GE Aerospace is the world's largest provider of aircraft engines for the military and civil aviation market. We're celebrating our first air show as a standalone company. We had our spin-off of GE Vernova earlier in the year, so we're really happy to spread our wings here at Farnborough for the first time as a standalone company. We have a number of exciting orders that we announced this week. You know, not as many as maybe in previous years, but I think very strategic and important to us, great customers of ours. We also had a great chance to talk about technology and what we're doing to advance the future of flight and our sustainability goals as an industry.
You mentioned sustainability, and the RISE program I know is an important part of that for GE Aerospace. What can you tell us about the program and its progress so far?
So we really have a big challenge to get to the next generation of products. We're now reaching the point where our current architectures are starting to plateau in terms of the fuel savings benefits that we're seeing. So we've developed a new concept that we call the RISE engine. It features an open fan. So most of our fans, and what you'll see in the industry, is a case surrounding the fan. And what that allows us to do by removing that is to something that looks more like a propeller, but it's not like a propeller in the sense that we can actually fly at speeds like a conventional turbofan. It has a set of outlet guide vanes behind it that allow us to get that speed. So it's very competitive with current engine technology, but it's 20% more fuel efficient than the LEAP engine that it replaces. So we're doing a lot of technology development work on that to improve the propulsive efficiency by having this open fan at the front and improving the core technology in the center of the engine, higher temperatures, more efficiency. You put that together in a very great increase in bypass ratio, which really drives the efficiency of the engine, gets us to a 20% improvement, and designed from day one to run on 100% SAF.
Good efficiency improvements there, like you say. Whereabouts are you in the development of the program at the moment, on the journey to ultimately bringing products to market?
So one of the things we announced here at the show this week is that we're really starting to move from the component test phase into the sort of module or subsystem test phase. We're on a path to be able to demonstrate full engine capability. We're going to do that in a few years here and ultimately fly the RISE engine so we can see it actually in flight. That'll be very exciting, but for now we're doing a lot of technology maturation, really understanding how these individual components operate, and as we put them together, how we mature those capabilities. We also had an announcement this week about our agreement with the US Department of Energy around supercomputing, because to really get this kind of efficiency requires much more computational analysis than we've ever had to do in the past. And so we use some of the world's largest supercomputers to actually model the airflow through this machine to not only improve the aerodynamics, but to also keep the noise down. Because as you can hear, there can be noise from an aircraft engine. And we want to make sure that the RISE engine is at least as quiet or better than the current engines of today, and that will meet the regulatory requirements in the future.
As you said, this is your first Farnborough as a standalone entity. Why is showcasing these technologies here so important? Is it the collaboration opportunities? Is it the fact that the eyes of the world are focused on Farnborough this week?
Well, it's a tremendous opportunity to connect with so many of our great customers who are all represented here. We also have a chance to talk to our suppliers, right, and have some real discussions about how can we work together better, solve problems. There's certainly a challenge around supply base in the whole industry. We want to make sure we're working to get on top of that. The industry is counting on us to deliver products, and we have to make sure that we're meeting their expectations and, to the extent we can, exceed their expectations. So it's a great chance for us all to get calibrated from what our customers are saying and we're able to listen to, and also talk a little bit more about what we're doing both today and for products in the future.
It's been great to talk with you about what you're doing here at GE Aerospace this week. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris, and all the best for the rest of the week.
Thank you. Great to be here.